It really is better than any superhero origin story because it's completely true. This origin story really happened. In this world. In 2008, a mysterious figure named Satoshi Nakamoto published an online paper titled Bitcoin, a peer-to-peer electronic cash system. In it, he outlined his vision for a new type of electronic money. Imagine a world where sending money to other people would be as easy as sending email. Electronic money had been tried in the past, but it usually failed because it's easy to copy things on the internet, sound files, videos, classified government documents, etc. Satoshi's idea was to marry together a few new technologies, cryptography, peer-to-peer file sharing, and blockchain, to make digital cash that was trustworthy and secure. He called it Bitcoin. Bitcoin, the most well-known blockchain project, a kind of digital money that lets people send money as easily as sending email. No one knew who Satoshi was, but since it was the internet, no one really cared. Over the next 2 years, he built out the technology for Bitcoin, attracting a small core of programmers who helped him test, develop, and refine it. In return for their work on the project, they were rewarded with small amounts of Bitcoin, which at the time were worth nothing except bragging rights. No one ever met Satoshi because he communicated only through online forums and email. Meanwhile, the Bitcoin network began to grow in size and power. Like the internet, Bitcoin ran on a shared network of computers, and quote-unquote miners who contributed computing power to the network were rewarded with small amounts of Bitcoin, which were still worth nothing except bragging rights. This created a virtuous circle. Now miners were being quote-unquote paid in Bitcoin, which created an incentive to contribute more computing power, because what if this Bitcoin became worth something someday? Satoshi worked tirelessly behind the scenes, fixing bugs, suggesting improvements, herding the cats. But no one ever met him face to face. Things grew even more mysterious in 2010 when Satoshi began transferring over all the source code to his developers. And then he disappeared. He left behind several personal accounts containing at least 1 million Bitcoin, which 7 years later would be worth over $19 billion. And he never came back to claim it. Who does that? Who creates a world-changing technology, then disappears, leaving behind a fortune? The nature of Bitcoin is that people can see what's in his account, like a transparent bank vault, but no one can touch it without his permission. The nature of Bitcoin is also that no bank, quote-unquote, holds Bitcoin, so Satoshi can stay safely anonymous. His unclaimed fortune is still out there, frozen in time. Bitcoin fanatics have driven themselves crazy trying to track down the identity of Satoshi. Everyone from conspiracy theorists to linguistic analysts have pored over every message he ever sent, trying to determine his nationality or even just his time zone. Newsweek thought it had a scoop in 2014 when it found a guy living in California named Dorian Satoshi Nakamoto. He denied it. Even the world's top investigative journalists don't have a clue. Maybe Satoshi is actually a woman, or a group, or a government, or aliens. No one knows for sure. Bitcoin was the Big Bang event that started the blockchain revolution. Satoshi may have disappeared, but his creation is taking over the planet.